Most men that get divorced, they get married again because they need somebody to like take care of them. Most women that get divorced stay alone because they're like, I don't need to be somebody's like parent. I'm going to just chill by myself, and it's way better alone.
Well, there's a lot of kind of presuppositions which are in here, especially with need. I think that men never usually want to get divorced in the first place, that they would rather kind of
because you
stick
guys
it out
get
with
so
their
much
marriages.
more out of a marriage.
But but let me explain my reasoning here. I think it's because men generally are far more moral, and they adhere to a much stricter moral guideline than women tend to. And when they take this kind of vow with women, they tend to take it seriously. They want to stick together with this woman forever and ever and ever and ever. Whereas, well, I mean, you can shake your head, but you have nothing to back any of the things you're saying up. Nothing, right?
If I had my phone, I would be Googling it.
Why is it that women are initiating divorces? Why?
Because they have to do too much for a man.
That's not true. That's not true. If men are the sole providers, are usually the sole providers in the households, or at least they pay majority of the bills, how are they getting so much from the marriage more than the woman? Number one. Number two, if women are filing for divorce 80% of the time, that means they don't care about the vows. They don't care about the vows they took in front of everybody. They don't care about the vows they took in church. They don't care about the vows they made with God being their witness. Most men will try to adhere to the vows through thick and thin. Some guys are even in sexless relationships, sexless marriages. Some guys have been cheated on, but they still stay in those marriages. So they still have a lot to lose, which will be my third point. Men have a lot to lose. That's why they're not just easily filed for divorce. If they're not going to lose their property, their house, they're going to lose their kids. And then they also don't want to have to divorce a woman, pay her alimony, spousal support, while she's having sex in the house she took from him, while he keeps paying her. So guys look at that deal. I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay. So she's wrong.
A lot of the time, women are willing to go and be a single mother because they're a single mother at home with their husband. Like they're just not.
So they don't want to. Wait, so
they don't want to take care of an additional person. They want to just take care of themselves and their children. They don't want to have to also take care of a full-grown man.
Care of everybody too.
You're assuming that he is. Most men don't do that.
Most men do because most men pay majority of the bills in marriages, at least in households. Majority of the bills are paid by men. Even if women are working, women will keep the money to the side, and the man will have to pay majority of the bills. So I don't know why she gets this whole thing that most guys don't pay. Most guys do pay. Now, they may not have the lavish lifestyles and vacations every year that the woman wants, but they do their best, at least when they are married.
Most men aren't doing that.
Men are out working their asses off for their women. What do you mean?
Yeah, back in the day when you were young, for sure that's what was going on.
Not
today.
No. Well, how young do you think I am? Do you think I'm 90? Like, how fucking old do you think I am, lady?
No. I don't think that you're like ridiculously old.
1948? Do you think I was born back when we smoked the pipes and smacked the bitches? Like, what do you think? How old do you think I am? I'm 40 years old. I was raised in the 90s.
I didn't realize that.
You didn't?
I'm sorry.
I mean, you look older than me. I'm just saying.
No way. That's not
Roasted.
Absolutely not.
Oh, now they're defending her. She just tried to insult him that he looks too old. And now when he fires back, now all of them are trying to... Oh my God, the sisterhood is very funny.
But Andrew,
I think it's true. I just don't dye the gray out of my hair like all of you do. The only difference is I don't dye the gray out of my hair like all of you do. That's the only difference.
No. What's this?
And if I did, I'd look younger than every one of you. Oh, give me a break. Go ahead, lie to me. You have no gray in your hair and you don't dye any of the gray out, right? Go ahead, lie.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I will say.
Got him. Got him. Oh my goodness. He got her though. He's right. But you see how she was kind of struggling to say her words out? To be honest, that she has some gray in her hair and she just dyes it out. I mean, she came for him first. So it's fair game.
Yes, I
Exactly.
do things to
Exactly.
help myself look
Yeah.
younger. It's the
Yeah,
society we
exactly.
live in. It's not my fault that you don't want to take those steps as well. You could have helped
Yeah,
yourself
of
out,
course
and I
I'm
wouldn't
not
have guessed
going
you
to.
were older.
It looks prestigious, but if you had
you.
no makeup on and all your grays were there, guarantee it, lady, look older than me. So let's not kid ourselves here. But this aside, all this aside, while we're trying to dunk on me as though you're not wearing a complete facade that I can't see right through. Can we move into the actual data portion of this argument, and you can explain to me how it is that men aren't out there busting their asses in the most treacherous jobs on planet Earth while women are sitting pampered in air-conditioned offices for the most part?
Oh, that's a good point, man. Men are out here grinding, whether it's construction, whether it's oil rigs out in the ocean, laying cables in the ocean, checking on staff, police officers, military, power grid systems, sewage, underground tunnels. Like, it's crazy. Guys are busting their ass, man. They deserve some respect. So any man who does those kind of jobs, the least he expects from his woman is to at least appreciate him, rather than saying he's not paying the bills, he's not doing much. So a guy doing that much work, the last thing he wants is to break up his family, file for divorce, and then she takes half the house, or she takes the whole house, and then he also has to pay her spousal support. Yet she moves on to other men. Those men who are going to get in contact with his kids. Man, it's crazy.
What? What about air-conditioned offices?
She
Okay,
missed the
so
point.
I'll ask
Talking
again.
about jobs for
Okay.
gender roles.
Women, what types of jobs do you think women are doing? Do you think that they are high on the threshold of danger or very low on
Forrest
the threshold?
Gump donated $200.
I think there's scientist
Jackie
women,
Kennedy,
there's women going
you
to
go
space,
girl.
there's women that are detectives, like there's women doing everything. What are you talking about? Did you not watch the Barbie movie?
So I feel like you can't even hear the question. So just listen to the question that's being asked before
It doesn't
you
matter
answer.
what I answer, you're going to debate it and just say I'm wrong.
No, I'm just going to ask you the question, and then if you answer it
You
in a
said,
way
what
that
job
I
are
agree
women
with,
doing? And
I'll
I
never
said-
debate it, right? I'll never
Okay.
debate it if I agree with the answer.
Okay.
So the question is, do you think that women's jobs are high on the danger threshold scale or low on the danger threshold scale?
Who chose to have a dangerous job and allocate?
That was not the question he asked you. Simply asked you, are women working more dangerous jobs than men? Yes or no? Whether they chose or not. Because the same argument could be used when feminists like her keep saying that women don't earn as much as men, but they're not doing the same jobs as men. She's gonna quickly say, if I say but they chose those jobs, she's gonna be like, oh no, but they still get paid less. Well, they chose to do the jobs, right? So answer, lady, do women work more dangerous jobs or do men do? Don't change the argument.
the jobs to whoever.
I-
Men
I,
did.
I feel like you're allergic to answering a question.
Yep, she
no, because
is.
I think that
I
there's
don't
women that are
understand.
doing
You have
dangerous
allergies
jobs
to
now.
question answering. Is it a condition that you have? Perhaps we should get you some medication to fix the lack of being able to answer a simple question. So I'm going to ask it a third time, perhaps without this time asking me a question instead of answering, or changing the question instead of answering. You just answer the fucking question. So here's the question. Do you think women's jobs are higher or lower on the danger threshold scale?
What? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't
See,
hear.
and this is what some people do every time they lose an argument. They go into the gaslighting, trying to smile like this, trying to deflect. He's asking a genuine question to have this conversation. But I think because she knows she's going to lose, she doesn't want to answer. And she tries to change the subject and try to play like a child.
You either. Huh? You should vocal fry harder.
It was intentional.
I know it was
Of course.
intentional. Can you answer the fucking question?
No,
please?
I'm opting out of it. You're
Pretty
just
please with
dramatic.
sugar on
No.
top? No?
No.
Can't do it? It's impossible?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? She tried to say men are not important, men are not paying the bills, but men are paying the bills, majority of the bills, and men are working dangerous jobs, and they deserve some respect. All right. And men don't want to file for divorce most of the time because they're going to lose everything. On top of paying spousal support to a woman who's going to bring another man in the house he's paying for. That's not a fair deal. What do you guys think? Peace.